Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. Today is Monday, December 29th, 2025. Court has been open in Ada County for approximately 2.5 hours. As I am recording this episode of the Indie Zone podcast on the matter of State of Idaho versus Brian C. Kohberger, a case that was closed back in July after Mr. Kohberger changed his plea to guilty on all 5 of the serious felonies that had been brought against him by operation of a grand jury indictment, and to which he was scheduled to stand trial on in August of 2025. That trial was canceled after the court accepted the change of plea and the case was closed. However, there still remained the very important issue of so many documents that were filed under seal in the case, most crucially concerning evidence during the more than 2.5 years that Idaho versus Kohberger proceeded in pretrial matters. Judge Hippler announced a process wherein he would begin with the end of the case and work backwards. In other words, begin looking at documents that were under seal from July of 2025 on backwards. And his first court order for June and July 2025 was rendered after the parties provided their respective positions regarding whether specific documents should continue to remain sealed from public disclosure or should be unsealed with redactions or unsealed with no redactions. Judge Hippler repeated that process for the months of April and May of 2025. And after both sides provided their respective positions on documents under seal from April and May of 2025, the court entered an order thereafter. Those 2 orders were rendered within 30 days of the court's finding regarding June and July of 2025 and 36 days after the court rendered its ruling for April and May of 2025. The third court order, dated October 16th, 2025, however, has been a little slower by way of comparison in that it took the court 63 days after asking the parties to provide their positions on continued sealing versus not sealing on the documents from January, February, and March in that third court order. Finally, on December 18th, 2025, the court did render an order directing which documents would be unsealed without any redactions, unsealed with redactions, or continue to maintain sealed status. Now, in past, the documents that had been ruled would no longer remain sealed were published on the court docket for the public to review. This has not happened as of yet regarding this third court order. And I've just checked the docket to see if anything has been updated today regarding the documents that the court in the December 18th order said on that day he saw no reason to continue to seal. And unfortunately, not a single document has been released as of this morning. We're going to continue to monitor this situation throughout the day. Hopefully today will be the day that at least some of these documents will pop up on the court docket for January, February, and March that deal with so many things under seal concerning evidence, including but not limited to AT&T timing advance records, suspect vehicle 1, IgG DNA evidence, text messages between the surviving roommates and others on November 13th, 2022, 911 call, and so much more. If and when these documents begin to pop up on the court docket, we will let you know. And until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.